What's going on, guys? Today I am bringing you a new character guide. It's been a minute since I've released one of these. I think the last one I did was LeBron. That was like 2.5, 3 weeks ago. But today I am bringing you Morty. And fair warning, I'm just letting you know this character is very technical. If you're a beginner, Morty isn't for you. I'm just gonna be straight up. I think you would be better off playing someone like Wonder Woman, Finn, Jake, honestly anyone, because this character is just really technical. But once you get the bearings and understanding of multiverses, then you can try Morty and learn his toolkit and moveset. But that's what I'm going to bring you here today, is how to use his moveset, as well as just going over it. So this will essentially teach you how to play Morty at a basic to intermediate level. I'm no high level player or pro, but I'm starting to understand this character a little bit. But I'm getting off topic, so without further ado, we're just going to jump right into it. His neutral attack is a laser shot. And then you saw it expands into like snakes. Upward. It also goes down too if you're in the air. This is really good if you're like, the snakes is really good if they're off stage and you're able to aim it correctly just right above them. You got to get the distance down for the gun, but it's a good KO move. I don't have any footage for it, but it definitely is a good KO move, as well as the upshot. That's kind of part of his neutral move, is his up attack, but same thing, two snakes shootout. This can also be a combo starter and a combo extender. So as you see, it ground bounces, and then you can go for like a side air follow up, something like that. Or again, he can use it as a combo extender, so something like that. You can go further, but I'm just giving you the basics of like what these tools are used for. I may not include combos. That's just a whole separate topic for this character, so I'll just be breaking down the basics. Moving on, so we done neutral attack, up attack. Up attack is essentially his neutral attack. Forward is his Armathy move. He has a big, he grows a big arm, and then the last hit he swings a hammer. Hammer Morty, I think, is what it is. Yeah, so swinging a hammer Morty. And there's a perk that makes it a little better, but we'll get into perks after the basics. So it's a 3-hitting move, but the third hit isn't real. The opponent can dash out of it. But what you can combo into is, if you go into this and then neutral attack for the third hit, you get a whip instead of the alien blast or gun blaster. So if you want the gun blaster extension, you just do one punch into that, and then you can get a combo from there on. Next up is his down attack. He pulls out the plumbus and then starts scratching the ground. You can run with it, and if you hit your opponent with it, they gain a stack of weaken, and you can also combo off it as well. But this move's kind of hard to hit with because the hitbox is really small. So good luck with that. Most of the opponents just like try to run away too. So if you manage to hit them, you can combo. Well, I'll try it. So something like that. Okay, so for his air normals, he has this is air down attack. It's a Armathy Smash. This is his go-to spike move. So if you push him off the edge and then they're trying to recover, you're going to want to hit them with that and spike them. So if they're around like 60%, you'll You'll KO him most of the time.
Victory!
So, and then it also ground bounces, so you can get little basic combos off it. I was too far, so you can go like down smash, alien blaster after a side attack. So, something like that. But yeah, that's the main use for air down smash. Is it ground bounces, you can get a combo, and you can spike your opponent with it. This is his go-to spike. Next up is air side attack. He swings this axe and he can charge it. It also has 2 hits, and both of them can be charged. Again, this is another good move to start your combos with. As you see, it ground bounces them. I think it depends on how low Morty is to the ground. So yeah, you can do something like that. Yeah, again, it has a second hit and he can charge it if he wants. So I advise just like using both attacks if you can. Like right away, unless you know they're gonna like dodge in a weird way and then the second hit just smacks them. That could be a good KO tool, so maybe you could try that. Air up attack, he has this little explosion. He punches into the air and then this little crystal fire appears. What this will be is another like stage KO move, and also just a move when they're vertically above you trying to come down, and you can just use air up attack and scream fire like Morty. Anyway, yeah, this will be a good air attack while they're trying to come back down to the stage. Hit them with this as often as you can. It does a decent amount of damage. It does 7 damage, and it burns them. It actually does 5 damage, but it does damage over time. I actually just learned something new. So yeah. And then air neutral is just, again, I forgot to mention that. He can do his air neutral, his neutral attack in the air, Jesus Christ. Yeah, anyway. Moving on to Morty's specials. So, neutral special, he will throw a grenade. Now you're just like, okay, that's just a little grenade, right? No, it's not. This is what makes Morty really unique and really difficult to play. So he can throw out grenades and control them. He can direct where they go. So a big part of learning how to play Morty is learning how to manipulate the grenade and just like predicting where your opponent's movement, like their movement and where they're going. And then you can just like maybe get a grenade smack, because if it does hit them, it puts them in hit stun. So, as you see, it has a little like wave to it when you hit it on the side of it, so it gives it a hitbox, and then it can hit the opponent. But anyway, it'll hit the opponent, and then you can explode it and get another hit, and it does quite a bit of damage.
Time to scoot-a-boo.
Blue team!
Stop! You see those moves?
But yeah, that's really how to like use grenades effectively. If you use them right too, you can use them as a good edge guarding tool and KO your opponent.
Look out below! Victor!
So like one good way to set up grenades is from air side attack. If you happen to knock them away with both hits, you can throw one, and then like most of the time they're gonna dodge towards you. So you can just chuck a grenade and then immediately follow it up with a neutral attack. So that's another thing. The gun tracks, so it doesn't matter which way Morty's facing. So he could be facing left and then he'll still shoot the other way. But if he has 2 grenades out, I'm pretty sure he'll shoot to the first. Yep, he'll shoot to the first one he always threw down, and the projectile will go to the second projectile. So, or the second grenade, and then it'll bounce off whichever way it's initially going. So that's really how to use grenades. Then you can do something like that as well. It's up to you to discover like more ways to use it. Again, I'm just like teaching you the basics. Again, he's a real technical character, so I only advise this for like intermediate players that have platform fighter experience. Down special is next, and what it does, as you can see, is it makes a little like outline of Morty, and then you can move around, and at some point you'll get sucked back to where you initially were, and it also gives Morty health, as you can see. So if I just do down special, it'll take me back, and you saw healing. So this can be good if you're high on damage and you just want to like try to reduce your damage a little bit, so maybe you don't get KO'd. That'd be a good idea. A really good use of it is when you're trying to KO your opponent and you want to ledge guard them. You can like set one of these down and then continue to ledge guard, and then you're safe. You won't get KO'd. That's if your opponent doesn't hit you first. But that's mainly how to use down special. You can just use it to fake out your opponent too, but be careful, it does have recovery frames. So when you come back to it, your opponent can get ready and punish you. But I think you're able to do an attack. Yeah, no, you have a lot of recovery frames, so be careful with it. So, but moving on, side special, grounded side special, Morty is able to hold this and it charges, but eventually it'll just activate if you hold it long enough. But it's this stone pillar that comes out of the ground, and it's actually a really good zoning tool because he can control where it goes to, but again, eventually it'll come out. And you can you notice how they ground bounce, so you can kind of direct where they go if you want them to go in front of you or away from you, and then you can get like a little combo off it if you hit. Up special, oh yeah, I did that earlier. So up special, Morty summons this little spaceship and it just keeps going straight up into the air. The main use for this is a recovery tool. So if you have like maybe one recovery use, you can use it to summon the spaceship, and then that'll completely get Morty back onto the stage. And then because once you like land and stand on the spaceship, your recovery options will recover. So, and then you can just recover to the stage and then fight back. There are ways to like use it to combo, like if you do jab jab, you can do that, and it's real. I've seen that combo on Twitter. Maybe I can find it and post it right here.
Sweet.
Oh my god! Oh my god, I hit it!
But yeah, that's the main use for it, is just a recovery option. And then the last move to go over is his air side special, which teleports Morty through a portal, and it actually gives him armor. So if you see the icon above him, it's a little shield icon. But after Morty leaves the portal, a ally can shoot a projectile through it, and it increases the speed. Even Morty can do it too with his neutral attack. It's a really good recovery move too. So if you're getting knocked off the stage and you need to recover, it can be another good option. But honestly, up special is just the best option when it comes to recovering. But yeah, that's really mainly how to use it. Just it can be good to put up in 2v2s and then just shoot projectiles or throw projectiles, whatever, through it, and that could benefit your team greatly. But to go over his character The first one is I'm more than just a hammer. What it does is it makes his basic side attack, the final hit, will spin. So usually without the perk it doesn't spin, so now he gets this extra advantage to it. And it can hit multiple times if you're near a wall. That's that perk. Extra fleeb juice. I really don't understand the purpose for this. It just says Morty's Plumbus leaves the floor extra squeaky clean. So I really don't know what that does. And then his last character perk just increases the radius of Morty's grenades based on their cook duration. So the longer he cooks them, the bigger the blast radius. And then it says grenades thrown by Morty's allies will always have the maximum explosion radius. So if you're throwing grenades out, like, try to tell your teammate, hey, make sure you hit those back, so you can get that maximum explosion radius. So I think this and the first perk are the best go-tos for Morty, so pick whichever one you're more comfortable with. And then when it comes to small perks, I honestly I recommend cooldown, absolutely. So if you don't know, I'll take that got nerfed. So instead of 0.5, it's 0.25 now. It doesn't reflect that in the lab, but that's how that is now. So I recommend CoffeeZilla over that. You get a 10% reduced cooldown. So that's just a little more. Lumpy Space Punch can be decent because Morty's doing a lot of air attacks because those are some of his best moves. So Lumpy Space Punch wouldn't be a bad idea. You could even throw on Ignite since he has a really good projectile that he can combo off of. So again, that wouldn't be a bad idea. All these small perks are up to you, but I do recommend you at least have one cooldown. And then with how slow his jump is, and he just doesn't jump very high, Aerial Acrobat could be a really good choice. So he gets that faster air acceleration, or definitely triple jump. Again, because if I just do double jump with Morty, he doesn't get that high, and then I can do a dodge. But if you gotta chase someone, okay, so yeah, if you need to chase your opponent down, you can get that extra jump if you have to. So what else could be beneficial? Yeah, those are honestly just the best perks I'd go with for Morty. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I went over everything for Morty. So that's gonna be it for this guide. And to break down his passive, it's actually disabled right now, so there actually would be no sense in reading this. But it had to do with Morty's grenades and giving his allies gray health. And they probably just don't want the gray health meta to be as strong, so that's why they disabled it. So no Morty passive, mainly just his moveset that you have to use, which is really good. Again, he's a really technical character. You just got to know how to use his grenades, and even his recovery option, this, and his spaceship. His spaceship's really pretty straightforward to use, but he is a bruiser and a mage, pretty much like a hybrid. So find your play style that fits you, and just go ham. But again, that's going to be it. Make sure you follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/darksynth with 2 underscores. If this video was helpful to you at all, make sure to drop a like. As always, have a good day. Peace.
Money back, everybody wanna know.